Well, we talked a little bit about the 12 to 18 month timeline, and sort of the inflection points and the milestones that you want to see companies achieve. And Nandita, maybe I'm going to combine two questions into one. Um, but what are those milestones that you look for? And do you typically reserve money and capital for additional follow-ons?
We do. So just to start with the last question, like the idea, like given the Whale Multi-Strategy Fund, like the whole point of us is that we can do early stage investing and we can carry you through all the way, right? So the idea is to like give a little bit, de-risk, add more, add more, add more as the de-risking, happens over time. So how do I kind of see that? It's essentially, one of the points that Artie was making early on, right? Like ensuring that what we have asked to see delivered in that 12 to 18 month horizon actually happens. That means our investment thesis, like if the biology has played out, we've been able to see like the mechanism having been proven early on, right? There's no reason for us not to invest. We will invest. We will then look to see what the next 12 to 18 month horizon looks like. Is that are IND enabling studies done? Are you getting into clinical, are you getting into the early clinical studies? If all of that plays out, we're going to go to the next, which is doing your full-on efficacy studies and going into, getting efficacy and safety data. So for us, it's for, the way we look at investments, it's very much like that. Is the thesis actually playing out as we thought it would? Now, the only thing I would caveat there is you might have wanted to, when you put the thesis together, the competitive landscape could have been X, and you thought that you were going to be highly differentiated. That competitive landscape can change over time. And even though you're doing all that you're supposed to do and you're meeting your milestones, somehow the value prop has changed on you, and that is an external environment related aspect. So that can sometimes be very hard to understand for folks who are like working and like keeping their heads down and getting the data. But, I can say that for like cell therapy, right? Like it's very, very hard to essentially invest in a cell therapy company today because all the changes that we're seeing are very much incremental in that space. And unless we can break through into the solid tumor side of things, it's very hard today to like invest in a cell therapy play that is looking to make, incremental changes on the heme malignancy side of things. So that